Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Njeri and today I'm going to talk about 6 things that anxiety has taught me along the way. And towards the end of the video, I'll be sharing a bonus point, so stick around. So growing up, I grew up with a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety, and this is because of the kind of environment I was brought up in. And this made me to know that I needed to do stuff so that I can earn love. Like, love wasn't guaranteed for me. I needed to behave in a certain way so that I can be accepted by the people around me. So now growing up in such kind of an environment made me to be an adult who is very hyper vigilant, who is very hyper aware, who is constantly tuned into other people's emotions. And that is how anxiety just builds up and builds up and builds up. Before you realize it, you've just been existing in survival mode. And the number one point I want to talk about today is that anxiety is not your enemy. Anxiety is something, or it's a feeling that sticks around so that it can show you what you need to deal with. It can show you the baggage you still have from your past. And before I realized that it's not my enemy, I used to beat myself up so much and kept wondering, why am I not like any other people? You see, like, you interact with people and realize, oh, these people do not have the same struggles that I have. These people are so confident. These people are so out there. So what is wrong with me? So now when I started going down this journey, I realized that anxiety is not my enemy. Anxiety is here to show me what I have not dealt with from my past, which is a good thing. So once you're able to identify what it is that is making you become anxious. For example, if you're people pleasing, and you know people pleasing is never sustainable, so you have to go back in time and discover what really made me to start people pleasing. What beliefs do I have that make me believe that for me to coexist with people, I need to please them? So that realization in itself is a good thing, because now that's how you'll be able to detangle yourself from this mess we call anxiety. So that's the first point. And in the event you see me looking down, I have my notes here with me so that I don't forget a point. Yeah. So number 2 is, no matter how much you talk about anxiety to your trusted friends, to your trusted family members, it will never go away. That's not how anxiety works. When you have anxiety, even a therapist, no matter how many therapy sessions you've attended, and just to be clear, I've equally been to therapy, but what I've realized, that talking does not help anxiety. It actually reaffirms it. It actually makes it stay. Yeah. So if you want to deal with anxiety, you need to take action. If it's fear of public speaking that gives you anxiety, then you need to put yourself in situations that need you to address people. You need to overcome that fear that is telling you public speaking is bad. Yeah. So the best way to deal with anxiety is just to take action. Yeah. There's nothing else. There's no way out. It's very hard. It's very difficult. I've been there and I'm still there, but there's no way out. Just take action. Put yourself out there. What's the worst that can happen? A very good friend of mine told me, in the event you feel like you're not able to do something, like maybe ask for a raise at work, ask yourself, what's the worst that can happen? Yeah, what's the worst that can happen? And you see, that is the part of now taking action, overcoming yourself, overcoming the beliefs that, as a child, I believed I'm only meant to be seen, not to be heard. So now the moment you decide, okay, I'm going to put myself out there, that is you taking action. That is you trying to go against the beliefs that you've always heard. So our point number 3 is nobody will ever understand your anxiety the way that you do. No matter how much you talk to people about your anxiety, nobody will ever give you the satisfaction that you're looking for. Because you see, when it comes to anxiety, you're looking for somebody to calm that nervousness down, right? To give you the reassurance. And it only works for a very short period of time. Not unless you just go deep into your own mind, into your own childhood, and try to see where did all this come from. And point in case is, if a friend has never dealt with the issues you've dealt with in childhood, they will never understand why you're having an issue, maybe asking for a raise, having to do what? To give a talk. They will never understand that. So people just advise you based on their own experience, not your own experience. So do not try to make people understand your anxiety. So the best thing to do is for you understand, this is why I have anxiety. It's not my fault. It's something that I grew up with. And by me understanding how my anxiety comes about is how I'm able to deal with my anxiety. And the best thing about anxiety is, once you accept that this is the kind of person you are, an anxious person, without comparing yourself to other people and feeling like, oh, I need to be like so and so because he's so confident, he's so out there, he's so socially attractive, so I need to behave like that. Now that's how you actually, we call it ruminating and spiraling, because you're constantly looking at other people and gauging yourself with them. So based on this, you're not supposed to try and make people understand you. You just go through the experience, go through whatever it is you're going through, and through your life experience is when you're able to know that this is what I need to do for my anxiety to simmer down. And doesn't mean that whatever I did for my anxiety will always work for you. And this is something I learned from a very close friend of mine. You do not need like a textbook, copy and paste on how to deal with your anxiety. It's for you to study yourself. It's for you to know yourself. And let me tell you, and I'm still insisting, it is not hard, but this is the price you have to pay for you to become the best version of yourself. Okay, so I got you. I'm here to give you guidance in the event you need it, but there's no hurry. This is something you've grown up with, and it's something you just need to embrace it. And once you embrace something, that's how you're able to come up with ways on how to deal with it. So go on, anxious body. And then number 4.4, it's okay not to be okay. I think it ties with the third point. It's okay not to be okay. We can all not be the same, honestly. So it's okay not to be okay. There are days with my anxiety I would wake up and feel like, I can conquer the world. Or even at the time I will feel like anxiety is non-existent. For whatever reason, maybe I've had a promotion, maybe I'm in a relationship, maybe, I don't know, just there's a day where you wake up and you feel like, okay, the world is on your side. Yeah. And then there are days when you wake up, you feel like you need to hide from people, you need to hide from the world. So it's just okay to embrace that you cannot always have a consistent personality, honestly. If people are used to you being all jolly, all jovial, it doesn't mean that when they find you all moody and gloomy that you're a bad person. No, it's just you having your own experience. And I know with anxiety, or for me with anxiety comes with a lot of fast breathing, short breaths. I get a bit of clenching, at times clenching of the jaws, at times there's tightening of the muscles, at times I can feel my heart beating very fast, and I'd question my existence, like, what the hell is this? And mind you, there's nothing to give me, there's nothing tangible I can say should be giving me those kind of sensations. But you see, this is how I grew up. This is how my body used to react to my environment. Yeah. So as an adult, you need to be to find, or rather to give yourself compassion. Be compassionate with yourself. Yeah. It's not that intentionally you're making yourself to have these sensations. So whenever they come about, allow yourself to be human. Allow yourself to feel these emotions that you are not allowed to feel these sensations. And by you allowing yourself to go through the motions. That's how eventually your body starts feeling safe and you're able to let go of anxiety. But remember, I said anxiety is not a bad thing. It shows you that there are things you still need to deal with. Another thing is, I think I also mentioned in passing or when in one of the points, is that it will take time to heal your anxiety. It will really take time. This is the sad truth, but it will take time for your anxiety to really vanish. Because you see, this is something you grew up with as a child. It's not something you have control over. So it doesn't mean that you will wake up one day and without doing the work, without being intentional with yourself, that you'll find all of a sudden the anxiety has vanished. No. It takes a lot. The amount of time that it has taken you to discover that there are things you need to work around your childhood so that you can deal with your anxiety is close to the same amount of time it will take you to heal your anxiety. So this journey requires a lot of patience, a lot of grace, a lot of kindness to yourself, a lot of understanding, being compassionate with yourself, okay? And day by day, as you now train your mind to think better, to be easy, to relax, to be safe. Eventually, one day, even if it's in 6 months, a year, 2 years, you'll find that slowly by slowly your anxiety is vanishing. Okay. Point number 6 is if you do not take measures to deal with your anxiety, it actually steals from you. What does that mean? It means whenever you are constantly on, or rather having anxiety, moving with anxiety, you're not at your optimum. You're not at your most creative self. Okay? And when you're not most creative, when you're not calm, when your mind is not settled, it means you cannot create, you cannot interact with people, you cannot put yourself out there because you're constantly always worried about what do they think of me, what do I need to do, how do I need to be. So you see, your energy is always depleted because you're focused on something else that is not serving you. Yeah, so there's always a price to pay when it comes to anxiety. If it's that dream job you want, you find that you're not able to apply for the job. Why? Because you're scared of what? Who knows? If it's that relationship you want, when you go out on dates, you're not able to be yourself because you're constantly thinking, will this man love me? Does this man see me the way I want him to see me? Is he my man? You know, you're constantly in your head. And whenever you're constantly in your head, you're not your best self. Let's say you're not always your best self. So become conscious of it. Deal with your anxiety the best way you can, the best way you know how. Do your research. See whatever works for you, as long as we try and sort whatever it is causing this anxiety. Okay? And as I promised before, here is the bonus point when it comes to what anxiety has taught me. It has taught me that anxiety is all in your head. Anxiety is all in your head. Nobody cares about you. Nobody is constantly thinking about what you said yesterday, what you wore yesterday, how you presented yourself yesterday. No, it's all in your head. It's all in your head. I know it's easier said than done, but trust me, girl or boy, it's always in your head. It's never that serious. And that's why I said anxiety is just a survival mode that you adopted as a child so that you can survive, so that you can get to this point that you are at. It's anxiety that has led you to this point. And now that you know better, yeah? Now that you know better, you need to do better, yeah? And just by knowing that nobody cares about you, nobody is really concerned about your existence, then it gives you freedom to just be. You can decide today, I'm going to be a new version of myself, and nobody is going to care. You're doing all this to just ensure you live a healthy, stable life. Yeah. So that is it from me. I'd like to know down below in the comments, if you're struggling with anxiety, what are the steps you're taking to deal with it? So let us engage in the comment section. If you really enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up and see you in the next one. Bye.